It's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth-given name. Merry Christmas, guys! I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. Got a word for you. Tap in, guys. Currently driving, so please bear with me while this key's pinging. I want to drop this really quickly as I head in. You know, when it comes down to holidays in general, right? But of course, just celebrated Thanksgiving, and now it's Christmas, obviously. You know, as much as some of us celebrate and we're so happy and we're so this, we're with family, you know, we have everything that we want, etc., etc. You know, on the flip side, there's a group of people who are struggling. These can be the individuals who've lost a loved one during the holidays, not just this holiday, but let's just say, you know, years ago, and this is now basically a tradition where they have to deal with the fact that they lost someone so close to the holiday times, as well as individuals who've lost someone just recently. So everyone's not excited. Everyone's not happy. Some people are struggling immensely. They're home by themselves, and the world has put this facade on like there's a such thing as a perfect family and a perfect life, and they're feeling as if, you know, life is just going on without them, and everyone's happy, and they're just, you know, sad and depressed, and no one wants to be bothered. Well, I learned a very long time ago that there is no such thing as a perfect family, a perfect marriage, a perfect relationship. So as you're scrolling down social media and you're seeing all these pictures of people smiling and for the cameras and they're with their family, and granted, I mean, of course, you got some families that are really, you know, really stable. But you got to remember, a lot of these things are highlights. These are highlights. When you're going down Instagram or you're going down your feed, these are highlights that you're seeing of people's lives. You're not seeing pictures or videos of someone's life every minute of the day. In fact, you may see a picture or photo once a week or every other day. But what about those other minutes? What about those other hours or those other days where they're going through the same thing as you? But then social media has us so captivated, and we're thinking that people's lives are so perfect and everybody got this and got that, and you're sitting home by yourself. And of course, we know society has commercialized the holidays, and now you got people who are not able to afford gifts or things like that. They're really feeling bad and upset. And that's why I decided to do the giveaway, and I asked specifically for people to reach out in regards to help for their children, because at the end of the day, I mean, as adults, we know, listen, gifts, right? I mean, I know personally, I'm not moved by that stuff, but children, you know, very young children, they don't really understand that. I think it's important, of course, to teach them that, but still, you know, to wake up to Christmas and don't have one gift. So that's why I was specifying children. So those of you who reach out to me who are adults and said that you were in need for such and such or whatever, I was like, well, I'm targeting the children because that's a different level, right? That's a different level. But to those of you who fall in that category where you're not having such a great Christmas because maybe you just went through a breakup or even a divorce, or many of my outcasts, where the other family members may be together and you're kind of just left twiddling your thumbs, or just, you know, whatever you're going through in life. It's important to know that this, oh my god, oh my goodness. So the deer that you guys know, I always post this in my backyard that I love so much, and literally just ran in front of my truck just now. I don't even know where he's coming from, right? Oh my goodness. I almost hit the deer that I love so much. If you're going through that, know that, again, this too shall pass. Seasons changes. Seasons rotate. So you're down today. You could be up tomorrow. You could be up next month. Think about it. Think about the times where everything was really great for you. Maybe that marriage was amazing. You had a great job, or you just everything was great. So you had a great season at one point, right? So now you're in a down season. But if seasons rotate, don't have to come back around, right? You're next. You're next. But the best thing you can do, in addition to making sure your focus is on God, is to do your best not to think too far ahead. When you are in down seasons like that, you literally have to stay in the moment. You literally have to put my garage down. You literally have to excuse me, put one foot in front of the other. So what happens a lot of times is we want to think too far ahead about next week and next month and next this, and I don't have that. Like your life can change overnight. When you wake up in the morning, somebody can call you about a job. When you wake up in the morning, you go to the gas station and meet your husband or meet a new person. Like, your life can change literally overnight. So you don't focus too much on next week. That's the trick of the enemy. Because when you're thinking about next week and next month, and it will stress you out even more. Because now you're really thinking about what you don't have and what you're not going to, you don't have it now. You don't have it now. So if you don't have it today, oh my goodness, what am I going to do when the bills come around next month? That your life can change tomorrow. A door can open tomorrow. God can use someone to bless you tomorrow. So stay in today. Ask God for grace to stay in today. Next, understand the importance of appreciating yourself, right? Again, I've always said this, and anybody who knows me personally knows this. Gratitude is my love language, right? I don't want no thousands of gifts and all these diamonds. And I mean, that's just not, obviously, I don't wear a lot of jewelry, as you guys can see. I'm really not a jewelry person, if you will. I like a good, nice watch, but I'm not like a jewelry person. But even if I was, I'm not fascinated by all expensive gifts. And you guys are probably saying, girl, didn't you do a house tour? Right? I like a nice house. I like a nice car. I'm speaking about, I like a nice bag. I like a nice bag, but I'm speaking about buying these things excessively. No, it's quality time. It's giving back. It's being a blessing to others. If God has blessed you with overflow in any way, it don't even have to be money. You might have a part-time job now, so that's overflow in your time, right? You may have food stamps. I don't know. You got overflow of food. So when God has blessed you with overflow, one of the best feelings in the world, well, at least I guess I can speak for myself, is giving back, right? What other way to allow other people who are going through it to really see the light of God through you? Here they're sitting home by themselves thinking like, oh, no one loves me, and oh, I don't even have a marriage any longer, and I'm sitting here I got to eat oodles and noodles on Christmas, and here you come knocking on their door with a muffin just to say Merry Christmas. Here you call their phone just to not text. And let me tell you, if you guys know me, you already heard me say I do not like talking on the phone. I have to many times, but I would prefer versus face-to-face. I would prefer face-to-face, followed up by texting, email, then speaking on the phone. But God has been dealing with me more and more about that lately. But I got so many phone calls, like not text message, phone calls, just to say, hey, I call to wish you a Merry Christmas. Like, to hear people's voice and to know that with the way the world's moving with technology and everyone wants to text each other and just kind of do everything social media, to have someone just reach out, they cannot even give you $1 or a gift, but the fact that they're giving you their time, right, their quality time, the fact that they're letting you know, I think so much about you that I'm going to call you and not just send you a quick text message or Especially those, let me tell you something. Those darn, what do you call those things where, like, is it group messaging? Where, like, it's one Merry Christmas thing and you got like 50,000 people tagging it, and now your phone, oh, I will block you so quick. I'll block you so quick just to quiet the notifications and then I'll unblock you tomorrow. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. But to have someone to just call you and say, hey, I'm thinking about you, Merry Christmas, right? That's what it's about. Well, first and foremost, I mean, we know the real meaning of Christmas. But again, society has commercialized these things so much, and now these people can't afford gifts, or they can't afford to give their children every single thing that's on their list. They're in this depression. Like, focus on what it's really about. Focus on the fact that you're still here. Do you know how many people passed away from the coronavirus? But we're still here. We made it. We made it. And so gratitude is so important. It's easy when you're really going through a down season. I was telling a friend of mine that earlier. When you're going through a down season, it's so hard to count your blessings. You have to be intentional, because sometimes what happens is that hurt and that pain, if you're going through, let it be heartbreak or a job loss or you lost your home or whatever, or a betrayal, when you're going through the emotions of things like that, it's hard to focus on your blessings. But if you just take time, if you just quiet your mind and think about the things that you do have, you may have lost your house, you may be in a hotel, but you have a roof over your head. When you have people in Buffalo, New York, who are freezing to death, right? When you got homeless people who are freezing to death, literally. When you have mental illness, individuals with mental illness who don't even know to get out of the cold. Like, you have a roof over your head. It may not be what you want, but you're safe. You're safe. And you can have a new house next month. Right? So you may not have all of the family that you want, and maybe you are the outcast, or maybe you are, but the fact of the matter is you have family. They might get on your nerves, but some people don't have family at all. Some people have lost family members that were wiped out in a house fire or wiped out in a car accident, and they're the only one left. So now they're dealing with living grief, right? So maybe that marriage did not work. But you got a peace of mind, right? You might not even have a peace of mind if it's brand new, but at least you still got your mind, right? Because a lot of people lose their minds, nervous breakdowns, etc. So you went through all that, the breakup, the divorce, the courts, the custody, whatever. You're still here. Think about how many people right now are celebrating Christmas in the hospital. How many people right now are celebrating Christmas in a homeless shelter with their children? How many people right now are in the house trying to keep warm with the oven, if they even got that? Some don't even have electricity. How many people are literally homeless and sleeping in their cars and trying to pile up on top of each other just to stay warm? How many people can't even feed their children tomorrow, but you can at least get your child one gift? So you see how we have to be intentional, because the enemy will have you literally focusing on every single thing that you don't have. And you have so much. I just wanted to share that. Again, I've always have been a grateful person with the small things, and I believe that is why God do bless me the way he do, because God watches you with things. He's going to give you a little bit and see if you're grateful for it, but most importantly, he's going to give it to you and see what you do with it. Are you going to help people, right? Are you going to help people, or are you going to be selfish and hoard everything? Because if I watch you and if I can see that you're helping people in the way that I'm telling you to move, I'll always make sure you got, because you're doing my will. But I just wanted to share that, because again, sometimes we really forget to, you know what? I need to go to bed. I got 2 phones in here, and I'm picking up the other phone to end it. I'm sitting here on this one phone talking to you guys, and I'm picking up my other phone. I just wanted to share that because, again, so many people are struggling throughout the season, and hope this helps you guys. At least one person. Merry Christmas, guys. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.